Hello, yes, it's the third part of RichTextBox control. Myself, Bhavin. So let's start. Main job is to discuss important characteristics regarding selection back color, selection bullet, so selection color. It's all about formatting. How do I format a specific selected content of RichTextBox? So behind the scene, see, important thing is RTF. That's what. So the way HTML is a markup language, so we have RTF as a markup language, which preserve content along with the format, right? So let's discuss how to use selection font. So to change the font of a specific, then how do I change selection back color, then how do I change selection color, okay, selection bullet, indents, alignments, zoom factor to zoom, right? So let's open Visual Basic 2005 Wordpad. So let's create a third menu item named format. To create the menu, we already have menu strip over here. So just typing over the format. Within the format, let's say to change the font, then selection back color, then selection so for how do I change the font color, okay, and alignment, say left, center, and the right, okay, then indent, then we have zoom, say 1x to normal, 2x, 3x. So that's how we can zoom. Okay, let's open toolbar. To provide color selection, I have color dialog box, as well as to change the fonts, we have font dialog box. Oops. Let's start with the font dialog box. Fine. Same thing as all dialog box returns dialog result, so we need to have variable of dialog result data type res equal to font dialog 1 dot show dialog. By default, font dialog box does not provide us to select the color, so to provide this, I'd say show color equals to true. Okay, if res equals to OK, then so if user selects OK, show dialog is a method, same thing, used to open dialog box. Okay, then to get selected font, right, reach text box 1 dot selection font. So that's what in case of text box we have text box 1 dot font, we won't have text box 1 dot selected selection font. In case of rich text box, specific properties, these are the properties which makes a huge difference between a normal text box and the rich text box. That's what the so selection font equal to, we'll say font dialog 1 dot font. So this font dialog 1 dot font is a class. Font class contains all the attributes in terms of font family, attributes in terms of size, then bold, italics, underline. So, and selected color will be displayed as a for color, so dot selection color equals to font dialog 1 dot color. So this is to get selected color, and this is to get font dialog 1.color. So let's run the application. I'll type ICD, then Institute of Career Development. Right, then I'll select this content and click on the font. That's what. See, here I can select the font name, font bold as well as italics 16, or we may change the font size, say underline. Okay, that's what. And if I have to change this only thing, then select only that particular content and say color. By default color is not visible, so as a part of the effect to change and to get the colors, we have to set command font dialog 1.show color equals to true. This is so. Okay, so font dialog 1.show dialog to open the dialog box, and selection font to change the font. Now let's say we have to change the back color of selected font. So that's how we can change the back color of selected content. Say dim res as same dialog result res equal to color dialog 1 dot show dialog, and if res equals to OK, then rich text box 1 dot selection back color equals to color dialog 1 dot color. So to change the back color of selected content, we have property with the name selection back color. So we'll select only such lines. Rich text box 1 dot selection back color equals to color dialog 1 dot color. Click on the selection back color. There we have option. We may define a custom colors. Okay, so say this, say OK. So that's how we can change the back color of selected content. So now to change only for color, so same thing, I'll just copy all this content and paste it over here. Instead of selection back color, we say selection color. So this change only selection color of rich text box selected content. So we'll select the content, let's say change back color to somewhat this, and format, then for color to somewhat say blue. Okay, so that's how we can select and change the back color as well as for color for selected content. Okay, next is an alignment left. Rich text box contains selection alignment property. There are three behaviors of selection alignment. We may align either left, center or right. Right now I'll select the left, horizontal alignment dot left. In the same manner, to align the content in the center, rich text box 1 dot selection alignment equals to center, and we may align on the rich text box selection alignment equals to right. So this is how we can align the content. So we'll select the content and say format alignment right, align left, and let's set default to the normal, so left. Next menu item, how do I zoom as well as indent? Indentation divides in two different categories. One of the categories is selection indent. So our job is to define margin. Rich text box from selection indent. Equals to, let's say 100, or let's say 200. Another indentation is dot selection hanging indent. So indent used to specify margin for the first line of paragraph, whereas hanging indent allow us to define margin of remaining all the lines. So let's say we'll define programming with .NET is like playing football. Things are easy, right? So I'll just copy the line, paste, 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 paste. Okay, and then say format, font. Now we click on the indent. So this is what the selection indent, and this is all are for the hanging indent, margin for the remaining all the lines of the same paragraph. Then to zoom the content, rich text box content rich text box 1 dot zoom factor equal to 1, rich text box 1 dot zoom factor equals to 2, rich text box 1 dot zoom factor equals to 3, and run the application. I'll just paste content. Okay, and then we click on the zoom to at the 200%, zoom for 300%, and once again let's do the normal, so 1x. Okay. Then let's say we have to provide bullets. How do I provide the bullets? So to provide the bullet, rich text box 1 dot selection bullets equal to true. So how do we provide bullets to the user? Rich text box contains a property name selection bullets. So we'll select the content and say bullets. So that's how bullets are accessible. Then we'll discuss one or two extra you to get the RTF content. So I'll set up a message box, rich text box 1 dot RTF returns a string. So let's say I'll select this paragraph. So this is what RTF specification. Our contents are available as a part of RTF format. So that's what we have different menu item. At the last I'll say to close the application class contains a method name exit. So that's how we can close the application. So here is a line of code. First, rich text box 1.text equal blank, which clears the rich text box. To save the file, rich text box contains a method with the name save file. To display a file, either to load the content, we have a method with the name load file. Then few items related to editing the content: cut, copy, paste, undo, select all. To find the content as well as to format the content, right? So thanks. ICD